The morning show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night. Taking calls about the Jazz.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox. You're on the panel this evening as the two legends of Rangers Radio, Bridgeman and Fox. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Good evening, Ox. Evening, Bridge.
Hi, good evening to you guys in the panel. Massive good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in and are all over the world. They couldn't get out there, all over the world. Can I just say, big weekend coming up. Keep it going for the Rangers, everybody. Come on. Well,
that's your ending.
I know, I missed it there. I got mixed up.
Right, go again. Start again. Right, go on.
No.
Go on.
Good evening, everybody. Come on.
Well, can I just say good evening to you guys, first of all, before I run my tongue off? Good evening to you guys, and good evening to all the guys in the lobby, and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening, and welcome to Rangers Radio. Sorry, boys.
How we doing?
Sorry,
everybody. Very, very happy, glorious 4th of July to each and every one of our Rangers supporters, the Rangers family, listening all over the world, Bridge, yeah?
Absolutely, but big day. Big night coming up as well.
Always is, Fox. What have you got? Is that Grey Goose a spot there in the corner, Fox?
It is. I've got two bottles, mate. I've only started on one as well.
All right, okay. Grey Goose.
So you can have me for the first 20 minutes and then I'll be comatose.
Very good, Foxy, very good.
I mean, I would usually have a go at you, Fox, but you've had a near-death experience this week and I understand what you're doing.
Oh, that was scary, mate. That was scary. That fire really set me back a wee bit.
That's what you get for playing with matches.
Have you got over it, Fox?
The plus side is I got to know a couple of good firemen, Rangers supporters,
Have you got over it yet? Are you okay?
Aye. Fine now, bud. After 2 hours in oxygen, I feel a bit better.
There's nothing wrong with me, just like the oxygen.
Actually, I was just going to say that. He probably gave him the oxygen. That's probably what he was needing. All the time for all these months, he was coughing. Excuse me.
Nearly live on air, Fox, eh?
It was the one I used, never heard all the alarms going off. So.
Well, do you want to bring everybody up to date as to exactly what happened to you?
Well, it was nothing to do with me. It was a fire in a flat next to me, and the smoke all travelled through under the ground, and the next thing I knew, the house was full of smoke, and I had to get out.
Right. So when was this last night?
No, it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday night.
Wow.
Tuesday night.
Well, I'm sure
about 20 to 11, Fox.
Aye. I'll tell you what, I never knew that smoke could do that much damage so quickly, mate. It was really scary at one time.
Wow.
Well, I heard that. I'm not one for spreading rumours, but I heard that some people thought that the Pope had died because he's seen on
Anyway, on we go. Never mind my wee trivial things in life.
Well, as long as you're all right, mate, that's all.
No, seriously, I think all the guys on here, and of course all the Rangers fans listening in, they'll all be obviously feeling sorry that something happened to you, and they'll be relieved that you're okay. Let's put it that way. They'll be very relieved.
I found it.
Sense, Fox, if you maybe tell me what your seat number is, so if something like that does happen to you, I can give your seat to somebody else.
No chance. I'll tell you, I found out how popular I was, mate. My door was the only one that didn't get chapped. Everybody else was out.
That's brilliant, but excuse the language, that's brilliant.
I'll not be taking in any more of their parcels during the day, that's for sure.
Oh well. Well, as long as you're all right, mate, that's all I care about.
Anyway, only the Rangers who never...
Rangers. Well, I think we were hoping to sign the boy Helander today. I think that was a hope. I don't even know if he's here yet. I've not picked up anything, but My information is it'll be going through a medical within the next 48 hours in Manchester, Fox.
I've been reading that online. I think a couple of them said their medicals in Manchester previously. So it's no any big deal. It keeps them out the limelight up here, the press hounding them up here. So I think it's a good idea. I've got a funny feeling that they'll maybe bring him on the park on Sunday, mate.
That'd be lovely to see that, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to get that completed, yeah.
No.
Never thought of that. I don't know where he'll be with fitness. I don't know where the Italian league's where it is, when they start back, if he started any training, and if there was a chance he might have a wee cameo appearance for the boy if he's been training,
It may have been an international duty as well, Oxter, so he might be, his legs might be okay in that sense,
I'm not talking about playing 45 minutes.
Of course,
15 at the end or something like that,
Yeah.
But we look forward to playing Marseille. We played them a couple of years ago, is that right? A friendly?
We played them under Pedro, didn't we?
A couple of years ago.
When Big Hingby scored with a free kick in the game. Crancher, wasn't it?
Aye.
I think we went 1 down and he scored into the Copeland Road with a free kick, if I remember right.
Aye, Beezer. Cranchard, God, you forget about people. What a football player, but just came to us when his legs had gone, Bridgeman.
Yeah, I adored him. I thought he was brilliant. And the other one I liked, of course, was Bruno Alves. I thought he was tremendous. But my goodness gracious, what a disappointment it all turned out to be for a number of those players that came to us. Joey, I'm the big man, Barton. My God. And these are players that were playing well at the top of their game, And all of a sudden, as you say, some of the legs go. They say too much, and just doesn't happen. I believe Alves is still playing at the top level in Italy. Maybe not Italy. Maybe we're somewhere else now.
I don't think he was as poor as some of them. I mean, obviously Barton was a letdown, big Crancher.
Yeah.
I'll be really honest with you. I don't wish Bart Warburton any harm, but I think he showed his naivety in some of his signings, And particularly Barton, not even letting him. If you think back, Bridgeman, and I think you were going on about it, he never even had a pre-season and thought he could walk right into the team.
Exactly. Thought he could. He was going to do it. I'm afraid that he was obviously everybody knows, everybody got their own opinion. We were looking forward to it. All my cousins and all the family, when we spoke about it, we were really looking forward to seeing him. And then he came out with the sort of the chatty stuff, about the sort of verbal swordplay about Mr. Mong over across the city there. And I'm afraid that he was just blown away. First Old Firm game, he was blown away, just blown away. And that was settled. And all the people who had been hounding him and saying he wasn't good enough were proved to be correct. And then, of course, the gambling that turned up as well. I mean, geez, what's going on, But, didn't Big Alves scored a couple of goals directly a free kick as well, didn't he?
Aye, I think he scored one, and I can't remember who we beat. We beat somebody by 6, and he thought, all right, we're improving. When push came to shove against the teams, Pedro was so predictable, but shame. I think obviously the two of them have been great players, mate. The two of them similarities that we got them at the right time of their career, and you've got to be careful. And I'm sure that when Stevie G and the backroom staff have now, we've moved everything up a notch, Fox, and we'll make sure if we get somebody in the twilight like Stephen Davis that they'll be fit and able to play.
Aye. I think the backroom staff and the coaching is the scouting's far advanced now than we had back then. I think we bought people on their name, never checked what kind of actual state they were in, whether they were fit enough or over the hill, and some of our guys were clearly over the hill. Cranker, when he first came, mate, I was like, once he gets fit, mate, this is going to be great. But he never get any faster for the first game we seen him in.
Yeah, he never got any fitter. Wow.
As much as a good player he was, he showed wee glimpses of what he can do. But at the end of the day, sad state of affairs. We're getting back into dark times here, guys. Let's brighten it up a bit.
Well, look even further back. The last time we played Marseille only twice we've played them in competitive matches. 2 cracking draws, Bridgeman. But if you're in like me, mate, you'll be bitter for the rest of your life for what happened against Marseille.
Yeah,
1992-93 season, mate.
Yeah, everybody knew anything about that, which would be the whole of the Rangers, shall we say, Rangers supporters all over. That was just nothing short of disgraceful. But we played well against them. We really did. And I thought that, just a scandal, wasn't it? Just a scandal as it turns out, What you can't say that. And by the way, that kind of thing still goes on to this day. Still goes on, not necessarily against us, but it still goes on to this day. Just scandalous, some of the stuff we got away with. Mr. Tapes. Is it Tapes or Tappy? Bernard Tappy?
Well, obviously it's been proved and their name's still on that cup, but I'm not saying we would have won it, Fox, but we should have got to the final.
Aye. Yeah. I think they tried to tap Big Haley up at Ibrox, did they know? I can remember him meeting Mark Haley meeting or saying in an interview
some
once
comment on that.
happened, aye.
I remember something about that as well,
Aye, they cheated us, but it's done and dusted now, mate. I don't think they're still as good a side as they were back then.
They were. I mean, they had some side, didn't they? I mean, they
were a great team.
Voller, wasn't it? Rudy Voller.
Rudy Voller, aye. Obviously, they had Barthez in goal, and they had Deschamps playing, and they had Rudy Voller, and who was a big Croatian boy? Alan Bocic.
Yeah.
He could play. What was the wee winger they had? Nigerian, I think he was, fast. They
were a smashing team. No, they were a smashing team.
They totally outplayed us at Ibrox, mate.
I think did. I think for over there we lost a stupid goal from memory, and I never checked this out today. I think Davy Robertson made a bad pass and we lost a goal, and you think, oh, here, fear the worst. But that team then didn't know when they were beat, got the sleeves on, and Durant scored a beezer, absolute beezer. And I remember turning to my mate and thinking, this is it, we only need another goal and we're at the European Cup final. And we huffed and puffed, and I think in hindsight we should have maybe went for it. One goal could have done us, but there you go. It's easy to be smart in hindsight, Bridger.
Indeed it is, pal. And obviously hindsight's the greatest thing in the whole world for anybody, if they want to use it that way. It's I think overall I think it was a horrible thing that happened to us, and to be honest, and yes, I agree, wholeheartedly, that team, the club should have been punished in some way for that. As we said, we probably wouldn't have won the cup or anything like that, but they shouldn't be allowed to win it and hold it. They just shouldn't have allowed to.
Well, as I say, you don't know. I mean, that team didn't know we were beat. Could have played AC Milan in the final.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're saying their pedigree. You think, well, how would it went? Marseille beat them. Marseille couldn't beat us. We were 2 ties, so it shows you how good a side we had, Fox.
I think we were unlucky. We never, in any of the 2 games, had our strike force in action. I think McCoy's missed a game, and then Hateley missed the return, didn't he? I think
Hateley gets sent off against Bruges in the famous Nisbet goal,
I think McCoy's. I'm sure McCoy's was missing in one of the games.
He was injured for the home tie. He was injured for the home tie, but I mean that Nisbet one, that was the kind of goals you used to score, Bridge, wasn't it?
Oh yes. No, I'm only joking. I was a stay in your own half type of person until I was a free kick or a corner or something like that. Then I was up there, scored some goals for the head,
That was that the bizarrest goal you've ever seen at Ibrox, Fox?
Aye, well, the way it bounced to the goalkeeper, aye, it was, aye.
And by the way, that was that boy's last game. How? He never played again.
Aye, that's true, aye.
Big Nizzy.
Aye. Well, I think, he might have had 20 minutes or something at Park after that and came off, and that was it, his career done, But he'll never be forgotten for that goal,
Fantastic. I've
got to say, that night, and when we beat that Bruges 2-1 and we got that bit of luck with that goal, I thought we're going to win this cup. I just thought our name was on it, if that makes sense, Fox.
Aye, we had a good side back then. You know, I mean, we went through. We were topping that group at one time, weren't we?
I think we were, aye.
I think we, after about 3 games, we were top of the group, if I remember back then, and then we just couldn't hold on to. Well, am I thinking the right? Am I getting mixed up here?
I think we drew the first game with Marseille, then we won away in Bochum against the Russians.
Aye, I was in Bochum. I
remember seeing you. You were playing the drum with your vest on because it was so mild.
Aye. I was playing a big drum then. That's right. That's correct, mate.
Aye, see.
Who's big drum? Who's big drum?
I can't remember. Somebody gave me it, and I was just
somebody gave you.
He had a vest on.
He just had a vest on, did he?
I was like Freddie Mercury on crack, mate, the way I was going up and down there.
Got yourself, Foxy.
It was a long time since Freddie Mercury touched any crack.
Very cruel.
Memories. Look, what we're looking for in the people want to join us. People are maybe new to the show and give us a call, give us their memories of pre-season matches, players we've talked about. The Marseille game, I know it's hard to believe. Jeez, old Fox. The games were about 26 years ago. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
A long time.
You know, what were you then, Fox? You were 12 and I was 5, you know.
Oh, aye. What? Many years ago?
26 years ago.
Oh, I was in my pomp then. I'd be in my 40s then. Oh, I was living the life. The oldest swinger in town, as they say. I was going to raves and everything when I was 40.
Did you enjoy them?
Oh, I loved it, mate. Loved it.
And now he moans when the music's too loud there.
Doesn't want music at all, does he? Doesn't want music at all.
I need to get us out of this pub. It's too loud in here. Oh,
why do they have music at them? Why have music anyway? Heard it.
He moans all the time when you're out murder. Right, so aye. What's your thinkings for tomorrow then? Obviously,
Sunday.
Sunday. What's your think? How are we going to line up? I mean, obviously the sports scientists will come into play. I think you might see a Rebo starting. I think Edmondson might start. Oh, I don't know. You know, it's hard to say. But you get any thoughts on it?
Who bids?
Any one of the trees.
He's talking to you, Foxy.
Was he? Was he talking?
He's talking to
if
you.
you get any thoughts on it, please share them with the whole audience.
I think the first 60 minutes, I think we'll play near enough our best side. Give them a good run out. We need some fitness put into the legs, and then there'll be a lot of changes in the second half. I think we'll use the whole squad, mate, to give everybody a wee run out. Might even see a couple of the younger boys on the park. It'll be a day of enjoyment for me, mate. I just want to go and just be entertained. I hope Marseille come out and make a game of it. And no play. Obviously, they've no been playing well. And I think they drew 2-1. They get beat 2-1 with Accrington. Either yesterday or the day, did you know?
2-1 they get beat, yeah.
Aye, so I mean that's not exactly a good sign for them, but it's just at the start of their fitness programme, so maybe it'll be entertaining. I'm hoping it's entertaining, mate.
Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with you, folks. I think they'll give everybody a game, similar to the Oxford situation, where they'll split it up into, so let's say 2 halves, but there'll be some of the players will play 60 minutes, and others will come in just for the 30. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, they're a wee bit better quality side than Oxford were, and they give us a bit tougher opposition. But obviously, I'm hoping that we don't give any goals away. That would be good for the defence. Keep the chins up and so on and so forth. We're really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's all about building up the legs, and It'll be interesting to see. I mean, this is really 3 bounce games we've got now, Fox.
Aye. But we can't complain. I know the opposition hasn't been great, mate, but we've put 9 goals away in 2 games. That's a good start to the season for me. But the goals have been kind of spread out, so there's everybody's contributing. And hopefully on Sunday we'll see us rack in another maybe 3 or 4 goals. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, I hope you're confident. Just a couple of things about Sunday. I believe there's pay the gate. I think if you're thinking of doing that, get along early, because even last week when the crowd wasn't massive, the queues for that were massive, Bridge, weren't they?
They were. Loads and loads and loads of. Well, certainly there was at the bottom of the Copeland front, and there was one at Copeland rear. And there must have been some others in different parts of the stadium.
They were still coming in to that about 15 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes of games after the game started. Now, I think that's a disgrace, by the way. I have to say that to you. I think that's absolutely shocking by Rangers, that it's taking them after maybe 15 minutes to get people into their stadium. No, that's not right. There's only 22,000 or so there. Why is it taking so long? They must get their act together, surely.
Well,
it's up to people to turn up in time, Bridge.
Everybody turns up 23 for pay-in, Bridge.
We were at the bistro, and they were queuing up to get into the Ibrox. So they only had one machine going. Excuse me, for pay as you come, and they always seem to get surprised at these things. But I'm not going to try and say too much about Rangers. I don't know whether it's actual Rangers are actually running it, but seriously, they shouldn't have queues. When they see 2:30 coming and they've got huge queues, anybody that goes to football knows those queues they're not going to get to the end of that queue, and people will still be joining it because it's the only queues that are there. They should be making decisions then. Open another gate. Let's get the people in. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what happened to me last week? I was walking along and Skipper says, I'll join this queue, and I hope Skipper's going along on Sunday with young Anne again. But Skipper says, I said, what's the queue for? He says, I don't know, it must be good. You know, I was like, Skipper, that must be the pay-in gate. He says, it can't be, look at the size of the queue, they must be giving something away. So, no, it was a pay-in gate. It
was a pay-in gate, and I think there was a couple, and obviously there will be in different parts of the stadium, but they shouldn't be. God save us, 22,000 people. The stadium's not even half full, at the end of it, and there are people coming in at 15, 20 minutes after the game starts. I mean, it's just rubbish. That's just rubbish. We need to smarten ourselves up as a club, No do that to fans.
I get where you're coming from, Bridge, but then as fans have got to be organised. It wasn't. If you live in the city, it didn't take a lot to pop out to the stadium in the morning and get your tickets, and then you'd no hassle.
They should sell them in the Rangers shop at St Enoch Square. You should be able to. Before you go in the subway, you could. For those that travel in the subway, you should be able to get to the shop. And,
hold on, guys. If they're going to if they're going to advertise pay at the gate, then they're advertising pay at the gate. There was no need for anybody to be standing there a minute past that game when it started. They've got hundreds of gates. Open them up. That's all they needed to do. Open a few gates up and let the people in and take their money, and away you go. I don't know what it is they need to do other than take the money off the people.
There's not a lot of facilities for taking cash at the turnstiles anymore, because you don't do that anymore, Bridge.
Oh, excuse me, Oxford. We've been doing it for years now.
No,
they only open a few,
we don't take. We very seldom take cash at turnstiles now.
No, but Copeland's famous for it. They've still got 2 or 3 stalls there that they still take cash at. I'm not saying it's at every game, but sometimes the friendlies and things like that, they do open it up to say pay the gate.
I'm not saying that we couldn't get smarter or a wee bit better organised, but I think it looked to me as if a lot of people turned up about 2:30.
Well, there you go.
You should get somebody like the conductor on the train, mate. It just goes about the seats and says you got a ticket there. Where?
And talking about the shop, mate, I read this afternoon that The Rangers shop is having a pop-up at Hummel. The Hummel Rangers have got a pop-up in the Loudon on Sunday, selling all the latest gear, mate. So the
Is it
fans
in the
will be-
Loudon or outside? Do you know?
I believe, well, the way I read it was in the Loudon. They must be using
Okay.
part of the shop.
What's a pop-up?
It's just selling all the store shops. You would call it a market stall, folks.
Right, okay, I was just wondering.
Aye.
Fancy name.
Pop-up shop, mate. Using the facility and moving the gear and having people a chance to buy stuff onto the game. And means, obviously, the mega store's totally redundant. We don't want to go into that too much, but that'll be good for letting people go along and if they want to buy the strip at the game, and if it's busy, there'll be some queues at that bridge.
Oh, absolutely. I have to admit that I was walking up to Ibrox at roughly 2 o'clock time, and there was loads of people in that shop, the mega store, loads of people in it.
There's
whether they
loads
were
of,
just in
loads of
same-
people
yeah.
in the Loudon as well.
No, I'm just saying that we tend to think that the mega store doesn't get empty in, nobody bothers going into it. But there was a lot of folk in it. Now, I'm not saying that they were all buying, but certainly there was a lot of folk in it. And anybody who normally people that go in there, they'll come out. That's the only thing they're at. That's their day. It's a special day. They take the wains, right? Let's buy the wains some. So they go into that big store there and spend the money for that. And actually pocket a lot.
You've got to remember, it's still Puma stuff in there. It's
I know.
2 and 3 year old, and it's. I mean, I'm not a big fan of these shops, but hopefully we can get that resolved. We can get that back. And my understanding is that there's plans to make that a ticket office, but we'll see.
That would be lovely.
Have you bought a strip this year, Ox?
Well, as you know, Fox, I find it hard to get a large medium. You know, the same as
A
yourself.
large medium.
I have bought strips, but not for myself, mate. Yeah, if that makes sense, yeah.
I usually buy a strip, mate, and stick it in the cupboard along with all the rest of them. I don't think I've wore a strip at a game for years, Ox. What age do you think it is reasonable for to wear a strip, would you say?
Oh, well, it depends. If you feel comfortable on it, any age, you know, if a nice summer's day and people are strolling up there. But the trouble with if me and you're going to the game and you're going out afterwards, you're going out socially, aren't you? You're not going to you're not going to be cutting about with a football tap on. But obviously it's a younger person's game. But I bought the strips for the family, like they always do. But I think it's great. I think Hummel's been a great fit for us, Fox. I think
the strips have been excellent so far. I like some of the training gear that I've seen, but I'm too old for that as well, you know.
They call it Bailey and the body warmer, the blue one and the orange and black one. The really good bits of kit that for the winter for going to the games where you can maybe have an extra. I know you like an extra layer, Fox. I don't think it would be possible for you to wear one of them with all the cleats you wear right enough.
What does that mean?
Oh, you like a layer in the winter, don't you?
Ibrox is a cold place. There's always a mad wind blows about Ibrox. It's no good for us over 60s, you know.
So what age should we not be wearing these strips then?
I'm asking you, when was the last time you wore a strip to a game?
Oh, many a long year. But I remember I'm a sight older than you as well. So I thought around about the late 50s, I started to not wear them.
I mean, it's hard to get an extra small bridge, you know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus.
The late 50s?
That's it. No, when I was in my late 50s.
Oh,
not the late 50s.
By the way, the 2 times are right, babe.
But I stopped wearing these type of things, you know.
There was a guy, I had the pleasure, Skipper was near us, and Ranger was sitting in front of us, and there was a lot of young kids along there, and there was one guy, I think he was lucky to see 10 minutes of the game last Sunday. The wee lassie had him up at the toilet, she wanted a drink, and she had a new strip on, and she loved it for about 10 minutes, and then she fed up.
Exactly what happens, isn't it? Exactly.
Poor guy, back forward. She come back with a big drink, then she come back with cracks and chocolate.
we were sitting there. In the was last Thursday, Sunday rather. We're sitting there, and it was the Oxford game, and we're watching away. And as I say to you, there was a couple of guys there with their kids, and after a couple of minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe even longer, one of the wee fellas gets up and he stands in the seat, and he turns round and he's looking at us. There's about 4 or 5 of us in, and he's looking at us, and one of the boys goes, "Hi, how you doing? Hello," and his dad says, "Come on, turn round." No, I couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. That was him, just as you said, lost interest, not even interested in the game, wants to see who's behind them, Amazing. Young kids, 3 or 4 year old, great.
Aye, well, if people want to join us, what's the number, Fox?
Numbers 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue will bring you in if you've not been in before. And we'll
It'd be great to hear for first time callers, wouldn't it, Fox?
Aye, this is the time to pop your cherry, innit, before the season starts.
Cherry.
Oh dear. That must have been the late 50s as well, Bridge. Anyway, we've been joined by the Global Ambassador, who's home. How are we doing, big man?
Aye, doing fine, gentlemen. Doing fine. Sunday I took a wee stroll into that the superstore, if you want to call it that. I found that there was quite a few Oxford fads in there, and I was kind of embarrassed. They're looking about and sort of stuff, as you say, 2 3 year old. Sooner we get that rectified, that problem rectified, the better.
It's like a sore on us this new, Al, and the lawyers,
I just went in. I've not been in there for years. Just thought I'd have a wee look. Now, there was a few Oxford fans in there, but kind of embarrassing, isn't it? That Rangers shop, I was in there on Saturday before I met you. Saturday morning, got the wee man some stuff out of there. That's a nice looking wee shop.
Aye, by the way, see it. I mean, I know it's been constantly busy, but you should have seen it last year when it opened and up to Christmas time. Jeez, the queues.
I got there, I think it opened at 9:30. I was there maybe say 9:15. It must have been about when it did open, 20, 30 folks standing outside it.
I don't suppose there have been many Rangers supporters in the city centre last Saturday, would there?
No, there wasn't. That's right. I was wondering what was happening last Saturday. All this big banging going on. Top class actually. But it was good to actually see. Actually, it's been good since I've been back here. Seeing all the young team walking about with the taps now, and even a wee bit older. You're saying I don't think I've worn a top since I was a teenager playing 5-a-side.
I think I get that, mate. Maybe something you'll take holiday with you for throwing on, walking back to the beach, but that'll be about it.
Aye, I wouldn't. Aye, I've got enough tattoos when I'm walking back to the beach, so we'll kind of what team I support. Actually, I was away swimming today, and the lifeguard came up to, "I love your tattoo, big man." I says, "Yours is no bad at all." He's got the big red hand housed on his forearm.
All right, okay.
Aye.
A bit of bromance there,
Yeah, aye. We had a wee chat for half an hour. Passed on the good news about Rangers Radio. So I never actually got the boy's name. It's not in Cumbernauld, but if you're listening, big man, all the best.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
Aye.
Do you remember the Marseille games, Al? Was that when you were?
Aye. I remember Big Niz, but no, I remember that run. Aye. The player that always stood to me in that Marseille team and always thought he was such a good player was that Boksic. But that team around about there, did Papan play in that team, or was he at Milan by that time?
Sozi.
Sozi was in that team. That's right.
Desailly was playing.
But was that wee Pape? Remember that Jean-Pierre Papin?
Aye, Pele was. That was the guy's name. How did I forget?
Pele. That was Pele. That's right. Aye, the black fella. I did a good team then. There was a lot of good teams around about that time, man. Wasn't there? It's just very unfortunate. I mean, you don't want to go on about it, cheated and never defeated type of thing with them, but we certainly were. They made you look back on it. We were defeated. We were cheated. Sorry.
They'd have been still protesting and.
That Milan team, though, if you went through that Milan team, that was Costa Curta, Maldini, Baresi, Ancelotti, that was all them, wasn't it?
I need a bit of side and all, you know.
Oh, we had a tandem. We had a tandem, mate, back then.
No, but I'm just thinking about back then. I wonder if there's a Inter Milan Rangers radio equivalent, and they're talking about the games, and they're saying that team had Brown, Goff, Robertson, Nisbet. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good players on about that time.
Just to let people know, Bridges trying to get a team together, not a young team, he's trying to get an over 70s team together to play in a tournament.
What kind of tournament's that? Dominoes.
Walking football, mate.
The walking football. Aye, cool. Aye.
Oh, don't listen to them. I couldn't even do that nowadays, pal. I couldn't even do that.
Oh, you look like in fine fettle, man.
Well, thank you. That was very nice of you, pal. You look no bad yourself, Messi.
Thanks very much. You better watch Rudy will be phoning in.
Oh, he'll still be eating. Look at that.
Aye. It's Stardog. I've been thinking about him all day, man. Poor fella. I was going to send a parcel to him.
For the ghetto. Stardog for the ghetto.
Yeah, for the ghetto. You need to put that. Have you got that when he comes on? Have you got that ready to play the tune in the ghetto?
Your Fox might bring it out.
Jimmy, I know, man, isn't he?
What's that,
Jimmy,
mate?
I'm seeing Jimmy, I know, last night. He's three burger Jimmy. That's his Indian name, isn't it?
Well,
Three burger Jimmy.
I've known Jimmy that long. I know him when he was athletic, mate.
Oh, he's athletic, all right. Yeah, he's athletic. Yeah, nice fella.
What a man. What a man.
Will you be up for the game on Sunday?
No, I will not, mate.
No.
No. I don't know when I'll be next up. I'm sure. Well, you'll know when I'm coming up. Foxhole Kid on his Noel again.
Aye.
You know, but I'll be up soon if you're in for a while, mate. Catch up, yeah.
No, I'm flying back Monday. I need to go and sort a few bits and bobs out.
Okay. Well,
how's your mother, Al? How's your mother?
She's all right. She's all right.
Better?
Nah, she's just the same body like hey, but
cool.
Do you get your own listen to Rangers radio when you're away, mate?
I was playing that one for last night. He's in fucking notes. He says, I knew you were up there playing near Bobby all that time.
You can't hide it, can you? You can't hide it.
No, you couldn't hide it. No. See, easier now. My young nephew, he's got that phone. Like he's saying, I'm on that PlayStation till 3 in the morning. I say, 3 in the morning? I says, aye, right, sir. I says, that's a euphemism. He says, what's a euphemism? I says, it's something you say that describes something else. I says, you're up there pulling a pud 3 o'clock in the morning on that phone. And the PlayStation and all that. Is this Hollander? Is he coming in?
It looks that way, mate. We're hearing that he'll do his medical within the next 48 hours, mate.
Right.
That's what we're hearing, but, well, you never know till it's a done deal.
I was checking on a couple of the forum things. Is there talk of that big boy for Liverpool? It's in Turkey at the moment. I know. They're thinking about getting him in again.
Skirtle,
aye.
I can't see it, mate, if we sign Hollander. Can you, Fox?
No.
I think he's just admitted. I think he'd said to someone, yes, he had already spoken to Rangers about a job, but at that time he hadn't made up his mind what he was doing. I think that's all that's happened there, and of course the papers have pounced on it because he's a free agent now.
Oh, he is a free agent. Right.
Yeah, he's finished up.
He would still require a few bob, though, wouldn't he?
Oh God, aye. We need to be realistic with what we're doing.
Well, I mean,
there's somebody else. Duke will have again. Bridge, you put him down.
Duke. Duke. I can't say no. No, I'm not saying that.
You get 2. You're only looking for another 5. Suppose we could cheat. We could play skipper. They would think he was old enough. Aye. I think that'll be deed the Skirtle rumour, Al, if we sign this boy. Aye.
Is there anything else? Any other rumours? Any for it? Or anything?
I think it all depends who goes, Al. and that's the bottom line. I don't know what you're picking up, Fox.
I think there'll be another one signing, but who it will be, I've not got a clue. We didn't have any inclination about the centre half. That wasn't leaked at all. We've done our business well this year for me. We were quick off the mark to get our sort of free signings in. If you the out of contract players that we wanted, got them in quickly. We got Edmondson in quickly. And as far as it seems, I think we've got in the centre half one of our main targets. But I still think there'll be another one yet, Ox.
It's centre half, Fox, or up front?
Oh,
I think he'll be a striker.
Aye. I'm hoping it's a striker, aye. Somebody with a wee bit. I see that wee Shank when he was playing, and I didn't realise he had went. I know it might have been a long shot, but I think he might have done us for the run of the mill games, if that makes sense.
if you want more honest,
He's up with Dundee United, isn't he? He's with Dundee United.
you want my honest opinion, Al?
Aye.
The boys we've got at Rangers are better players than him. Aye.
I think.
Rally.
Sorry, Al. If we think back to the time we played Ayr United, I don't think he even kicked the ball more than 5 times. That boy. When he played against us, I'm not even talking about having shots at goal. I don't even think he kicked the ball 5 times.
But see, looking at him as a player, then does that mean the management team are looking at him and assessing him and saying we can't really gain him and we can't make him better? Is that how they would look at it?
Well, obviously,
I think he's not a boy.
I know his record.
He's been about, and you look and you go, right, the boy's not a bad player. What can he bring to us? He can score a goal, right? Has he get paced? Is his movement? Is he good? Will he score as many goals as Chris Boyd? Because obviously Boyd had a lot of deficiencies in his game, but he was a top class goal scorer. And you look at him, you say, no, he's not going to be good enough for us.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been good enough for us 4 years ago. Where we were, but no, we're
a wee bit like Nicky Clark when he came in, mate. It was a big step up for the championship, and he just couldn't do it when he went up a level for me.
So, do you think if we do get a forward, then it'll be somebody with a lot better pedigree, but we'll be bringing him in on a loan? Because to get a type of player, we need to spend a bit of cash.
I think there's a possibility it could be a loan as well, Al.
You know what I mean? Just to try and get that quality.
I think there's still a more than 50-50 chance that Kent will join us as well. I'm not talking... he's 50-50 at the moment, but if Liverpool decide to put him out on loan, I think he'll come to us. But I still think we'll get a striker, and once the squads get settled down south... There'll be strikers available, and I think we'll pounce on that and get a loan in.
Didn't one of the guys? Were you speaking about Ryan Kent there, Fox? Were you? No, I was just saying that one of the boys said last night that maybe even yourself, Fox, said you reckon that if they're going to do in with Ryan Kent, they'll sell him for 12 million quid or
but remember, it's two parties there. Depending
yes, of course.
Whether Ryan Kent will give up the wages he's at Liverpool to go somewhere else, or he wants to hang on to when his contract's finished. There's a lot of things that come into play. It's not that easy.
I know it's a lot of money to walk away from. Absolutely.
So
well, did you see? Can I just change this up slightly? Did you see that story today about Griezmann going to Barcelona?
Mm-hmm.
Something like £110 million or something like that.
But Atletico went to they're going to the sport arbitration. They're saying that his release clause was 180 million.
180. Wow. Just wow. I mean, what is going on? So how can that guy agree to £107 million fee? Because that's based on whether you read. You think it's Griezmann's agreed to the transfer and it's 107 million. Surely it's the clubs that should be doing that.
Oh, mate.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't even know who owns the players in football. It's that mental.
Absolutely.
But we'll take it when it takes us, and we're not at that level. But we'll get there. We're getting there slowly but surely, Ala. You can see
Oh,
It's
you can
in the right direction.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. It's we're moving in the right direction. I think we're doing the right things. Things all seem to be coming together. It just we just need to get that first league title, and then we're off, aren't we?
Well,
That's a win behind ourselves there. We're off.
I think you're right, mate. Fox, did you get that message I sent you?
I did.
All right, okay. Just give me a nod, yeah.
Aye, right, anytime.
All right, just give me a nod. Aye, but definitely moving in the right direction, Bridge, yeah.
You know, I went to, obviously watching them in the friendly and then getting that result in Gibraltar. And it's just the result I was caring about. And we played well in the second half. First half, it was just getting used to it. Against Oxford, well, you know, that was a pounding waiting to happen anyway, you know. So we showed we're not a bad team. Admittedly, these aren't the best in the top-notch sides of the world, but they're still teams that we've got to beat.
Yeah, but they get the final of that boat race every year.
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely, you know.
They don't get pumped every year.
Aye, the last few they have, aye.
Last twice, aye.
Listen, we're going to
that's culture. That's culture we've got here. This is like the South Bank show.
We'll get you on mute, lads. We're going to play a bit of music and see if you can guess who the next caller is. So get yourselves on mute.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto.
Any guesses, Bridgeman?
Oh, I think it's Dog. Somebody Dog, is it?
It's the one and only Star Dog. How we doing, Star Dog?
He's going to be raging at you, by the way.
He's on mute. He's on mute.
He's fighting with the phone again. He's fighting with the phone, pal.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, Star Dog. Get yourself off mute.
Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away.
We don't want to have to play that again. I bet he missed it.
Buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get
Star
far.
Dog. Get yourself in.
The minute you see there, fire
have you got the earplugs in? All right. Well. Oh, can't hear him.
Keep talking, Star Dog. Aye, we can hear you.
Stop shouting.
I'm not shouting.
Right, that's it. It's settling down now. Keep talking.
Right. Hello.
That's
Hello,
better.
that's it.
Did you hear your theme tune?
It's Star Dog for the ghetto. How you doing? I love it. I thought we were going to get a bit of Gangster's Paradise or something, but I'll settle for that. Elvis will do.
Aye.
Elvis,
Tonight. I heard my name mentioned earlier. Just to let you all know, by the way, I had a KFC for dinner tonight.
Oh, was it a drive-through?
I was in my right back for the hospital, mate. I'm in crutches for 6 weeks, so.
Are they? You're not really putting your blue suede shoes in?
Nah, well, the blue suede shoes will be after a couple of weeks now, I'll
you will take the win to the game on Thursday?
I'll still be going to the game, mate. I'll not miss that. I'm not missing the wee man's experience for nothing. I'll be there.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
Well, I'll be there, definitely, mate. But a bit of a setback, but hey-ho.
What did you do?
Mate, it was literally nothing. I literally stretched for a football. That's all I did. And the way I pivoted in my foot, I've just heard an almighty crunch. And I just knew, basically, I'd done something bad. And I kind of let it settle last night, put some ice on it and that. But I can't walk on it today, so I went straight up to the A&E. And it's a meniscus and a bit of cartilage that's been torn. And the meniscus is a bit damaged. So it's looking like I'm going to need to go back up and get an operation. So, no so good.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's all good.
Are you going to the game on Thursday?
I'll be up there, Fox. I mean, the wee man.
If I remember, I'll bring you a he'd set along, mate. Right?
No worries, mate. No worries.
Oh
Aye,
no,
that's-
don't trust him. That's Stardog. Don't trust him.
What I'm thinking now that I'm famous on the radio and that, Bridgeman will need to send me one of his security guards down now that I'm injured because they're with the lobby after my paycheck.
I love it. I love it. Well said, pal. What site? What phone have you got?
What is it?
Are you using the phone? Do you use the phone?
Aye.
To phone up here? Do you know get Skype?
Skype I'm using.
It's on
Oh,
Skype.
I was asking if it's a phone. If it was a phone you were using. Are
I'm
you using
using
Skype
Skype.
on your phone? Are you using
Aye.
Skype on your phone?
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Now my folks are fighting all.
No. I was just going to ask you: is it an Apple phone?
It's an Android.
It's an Android. Okay, that's all
The
right.
day it's an orange phone he's using.
Correct.
Oh dear. How
So what
apart from your leg, how are you, Stardog? How's the weight?
Aye,
How's the
mate,
family?
getting there, man, getting there. What I was going to say is, do you think we'll see the likes of Maboody and McPake and the likes of that in Sunday? Do you think they'll get their game time on Sunday?
Honestly, don't, mate. I think you'll get a mixture of all the guys that'll be playing in the first team, but that's only my opinion. Bridgeman.
I want to see what Fox got in that. I know Fox was more interested in the kind of younger ones getting more game time, and I was want to know what Fox would think on the young boys getting a start on Sunday.
I will come to Fox in a minute. Yeah. I know you've got a theme tune and all that, but I still run the show. Give me a couple of weeks, and then you can take your all right.
No, I think that we were speaking about it earlier, Stardog, and I agreed with Foxy, and Foxy was thought that it'd be similar to one of the other friendlies where you get nearly everybody in the squad are in the the ones that will be available for Europe. They'll all get a game. They'll get some time on the part, and that there still might be room for some of the youngsters to go on. If we're playing all right, then I would imagine the manager will let some youngsters get some game time. I don't know which ones. Remember McPake came on against Oxford and injured himself, or he got injured and had to be taken off. So I don't know how good he is, or whether he's back to full fitness. I'm not dead sure, because I heard you mention his name.
Right.
When you go Fox, Stardog's dying to know what you're thinking. Come on.
On the young, I think you might see Madubi and other young players getting a couple of minutes on the part on Sunday, if no this Sunday, on Thursday, because I think he wants to keep these young boys totally connected to the first team, and it's games like that they'll get their wee chances in. In fact, the young boys won 9-1 today, didn't they? They beat Huddersfield 9-1 up at the Hummel today. And
that's an amazing score, by the way. Amazing score.
Apparently played very, very well amongst themselves. Nathan Coombs did a great half. He was only on 45 minutes. I think he scored in that time and set up another couple. There was other young boys.
What about that young boy for Tottenham, Fox? That young boy we just got for Tottenham. He's meant to be really, really good as well.
Well, I've not heard much about him, mate. But there's another 3-barreled young boy that we got for Man City.
That's him. That's what I mean. Mate. Aye.
He scored a few goals a day as well. And
he's meant to be really good.
I think we're attracting a lot of youth for all over. And I think it's all down to how well we've been thought of. We're playing these tournaments abroad. I think it's the schedule that we've got for the young boys for the season coming up, where they will play teams like your Bayern Munichs and other young sides again, the same as they did a couple of years ago. And I think that's very tempting for some of the youth players that we're bringing in. And I think everything looks rosy with the young boys we've got at the back. They'll know I'll make it, but I think we've got a couple of wee stars in there.
Aye. We're going in the right direction, mate. Everywhere at the club, mate, on a football sense. We just, as Big Al and a big man, he's right. We just need to get this monkey off our back and we can explode in the right direction. Big Al?
Definitely, but I think we've got enough young boys, if this makes sense, in the first team that we're going to have to get game time 2. I think the guys are just below them, like your Hasties, like your Dochertys, like Middleton. If Middleton's fit, you know what I mean? I think they'll take that. I don't see a place really. I don't think this season is, unless there's some sort of superstars. They come into the team, hit the ground running, they get 6 or 7 games under their belt and are playing brilliant. But unfortunately, I think the young ones will take care of themselves, and we've got enough players that we need to kind of get embedded into the team. The Arley class is still young players. One's away at the door, Big McCrory, he's away getting game time, so they think enough of him. Hopefully Middleton, I'm not saying he'll be a bench warmer, but I'd like to see him progress. I know he didn't start with us, but he's certainly, I think he's shown enough. Even through the centre a couple of times when he came a wee bit more to the centre of the park, through the middle, I thought he looked a wee bit better. He just needs maybe more game time. I don't know, is that my Buddha? We've been talking about him for a good few years now. Will he have what it takes to break into the first team?
It's a hard thing, mate, to get who's going to be your best player at 17 and who's going to be the team at 22. It never pans out the way you think, for a lot of players. And you need a bit of luck. You maybe need somebody in your position, you get injured, so you get a chance in the first team and then it takes after. There's a lot of luck involved at that age. Mm-hmm. But Stardog, have a think, and after we have a tune, I'll ask you to predict who you think that the young squad will be pushing for the first team in, say, 2 years. All right, so get yourself in mute, and we'll have a tune for your folks.
There's a famous painting now that everybody knows. It's on the wall over Sandy Road, in memory of King William and Brother Hood joined. They fought for our deliverance at the Battle of the Boyne. King Billy's on the wall, King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. Well, there are slogans painted in red, white, and blue. They tell the Pope where he can go and what he can do. There's one to Jared Rice, well, that's a different class. Go stick below our armor road and stick it up your ass. King Billy's on the wall, King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. Well, the next time you're in Ulster, won't you come and have a look? Stand beside that mural and have your photo took. Then put it on your mantelpiece or hang it in your hall, so that all the world can see King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall, King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall, King Billy's on the wall. He stands so high, he shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall. on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Billy's on the wall.
Enjoy that, Bridge.
Absolutely fabulous. King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's brilliant, brilliant tune. Well done, guys. Well done.
An apt day for a glorious day. An apt tune for
Absolutely.
a glorious day.
Absolutely, bud.
We're back, Stardog.
I'm back, mate. I'm back.
You had a bit of thinking. You've done a bit of thinking.
I have.
Go on then.
I think Nathan Young-Coombs will be there. And although I've not seen a lot of this new boy that we've just got from Man City, I think he'll definitely be there. He seems to find it quite easy to find the back of the net. I think Lewis Mayo surprised me the other week there when he came on against Oxford. See, for height-wise and things like that, like physically, he's kind of already there as a young boy. So I think also he really needs a lot more experience. So, and the boy McPake as well. Again, I've not seen a lot of him. I've only heard good stuff about him. But the three main ones would be Nathan Young-Coombs, and I can't remember that boy's name for Man City. We've just got it, and Lewis Mayo. They'd be my main three to keep an eye on for the future. Anyway.
What about the boy that the boy that Roma were meant to be trying to sniff about, because obviously he done so well against him in that tournament.
I've not heard that, Ox. I've not heard anything like that.
Kai Kennedy.
Kai Kennedy, aye. Roma.
Oh, aye.
Smashing player, that boy. Smashing player.
What's your study raw thing? You take the time when you can to watch the youths when it's available. Who's your tip for the top?
Was that me you were speaking to there?
Aye, you're called Fox, aye.
Aye, well, there's a couple of them. The boy Nathan Coombs looks to be coming on a treat. I like the young midfielder Cammy Palmer as well. And of course, Kai Kennedy's getting rave reviews. But the ones nearest the team now are definitely Madubi and Stephen. Is it Stephen Kelly?
He's out on loan here, you know.
Aye, I know.
Josh McPake.
Aye, but they're the ones that's nearest the first team out of the younger squad. That's all I'm saying, Cammy Palmer is also away on loan as well. So these boys are making progress.
It's the game's changed, and we've enjoyed talking about youngsters. We've enjoyed being a youngster, but the game's changed, Bridge. When you get sent out on loan when teams want to keep you, it used to be the complete opposite for that minute.
Yeah, absolutely. They're desperate. They've got a big squad, or they carry such big squads. They're desperate for the guys that can't get a game to go out and get a game, because they'll come back if they come back after a year. They should be with a bit of luck. Marvellous players with another 30 to 40 games under a belt. That's nothing but marvellous experience for the guys. Because some of these teams on that year just can't afford to play the boys 30 and 40 times. They just can't afford it, As far as the youngsters getting a game, I think Rangers' next two games are going to be fantastic times, providing everything goes well in the first half of each of the games, to let some youngsters get on. And if that boy Josh McPake's fit, let him go on. The boy, young Lewis Mayo, let him go on as well. Let them get some experience, particularly the European game. That would be wonderful. Just wonderful for them.
Anyway, talking about young boys, we've been joined by a caller. How we doing, caller? Oh. Come on, JFK. I was trying to bum you up a bit.
Oh, were you? Aye. Oh, were you? Anyway, how did I not get a song?
Because you're no a legend of Rangers radio.
I remember, I'll try. It was nearly July as we walked down the road. I'll remember the year. There was me, there was Sam, Jimmy Sloan, and my.
Oh, that was bad, wasn't it?
Who did that?
Oh,
who did that to JFK?
He's on beef.
All right, guys.
You dropped two. That one quick, didn't you, Jimmy?
Oh, he must have muted me. He must have thought I was going to swear.
Well, there you are. You probably were.
And I didn't. No, I didn't. It's a nice wee dick.
How we doing, JFK?
I can't Happy 12th of July to you all, guys. It's our
Same with you,
time.
Jimmy.
Our time. I'm brand new Oxshire. I'm tickety boo, mate. I'm looking forward to the Fitbit
Tickety,
Sunday and can't wait again. See the Gels. Who's been on?
Huh? What's that, mate?
Who's been on? Who's yourself and Bridgeman Rudy?
Oh, Rudy's. I think he's at a buffet tonight. There's only him in it.
Will I have? Is that Big Al's laugh I can hear there?
Aye, that's that. How you doing? 3 burgers.
3 burgers. That's what my nickname is.
That's your Indian name.
Oh, jeez, oh man.
You should play Running Bear when he comes on.
That's not a bad one. Running Bear, love little white dove.
two players I would like to...
Happy 12th, mate.
Oh, Star Dog, you're there well, pal. How's the weddings, mate?
No bad, mate, no bad. How's yourself this fine night, alright?
Oh, I'm brand new, mate. This is the day of the year, mate, for us good Rangers thinking Protestant men and women.
That's it, pal, that's it.
So,
when you go Big Al, you were coming in with who you...
Aye, there was 2 players there was 3 players, and I remember Fox used to talk about me, and so did Ibrox. Was that Cammy Palmer? We've not heard much about him, but he was all the rave, remember, a season and a half ago, 2 years ago. But another 2 that we've seen, a couple that are in that team, I'm just looking at it now, was that Aidan Wilson boy. He came in, didn't he, under Pedro, but also that Jamie Burjanis. I noticed him on Saturday, last Sunday. He was out on loan last year, wasn't he? He's came back into the pool.
Jack Rudden was also out on loan at Falkirk.
Well, that was the next. I was going to say they 2 as well. So you got your Andrew Dallas and that Zach Rudden. They're back. Will they be going out on loan, or have they already been put on loan?
I think Zach Rudden will maybe depend what happens in the striker front. I mean, I don't know if we'd put him out on loan long term if we don't get another striker.
Well, you've got a Hardy there, haven't you?
There's rumours that he's gone out on loan, mate, and if he does go out on loan, obviously I would say that's his time at the club at an end, you know. He's got a year left in his contract, and he's always looked a goal scorer, Ryan Hardy, isn't he?
You know, I like Burjanis.
I think he's one of these guys that's 2 steps short of the quality that's required, to be honest.
I get what you're coming for, Bridge. I get what you're coming for, but the boys gave it a go. And,
absolutely.
And he's never really been given a fair chance in the Rangers jersey either, boys, so...
No, they're running games. No.
Nah.
You know, but there's been a few managers come and go, and none of them have thought he's been worthy of it. You know?
When he goes out on loan, he's been well thought of wherever he goes, and he always seems to put the ball in the net with a bit of regularity, which is what he was trying to do. The number of times that I've seen him playing with the Rangers, and there's not very many, he's tried, but he's just not been there. I think he's scored 1 goal for it or something.
I think it would probably be fair to say that Livingston, who he actually did no bad at as well, you know, before he got injured and things, I think Livingston's probably his level, Bridgeman, isn't it, really? He done all right there.
I think so, yeah. I think, you know, it might even be playing above their level. He's probably one of their better players.
Aye.
You know, he's got quality. I mean, he's still come through Rangers, the youth system and so on and so forth, and knocking on the door of the first team. But now the first team that he was knocking on the door of, we've moved on. I think we've moved on 2 lots. You know, you've moved into the Casina era, and now you've got Mr. Gerrard. And, you know, so the difference between that and the quality is night and day. So you're maybe 2 steps away from where he was. And I don't think he'll ever catch us, to be honest. I
thought our manager was a Scouser, no a Frenchman, the way you said that.
Mr. Gerrard.
What about yourself,
Gerrard, MBE.
What about yourself, JFK? They're the young boys that you think will be banging in the door in the next couple of years to get in that first team?
No, I just think the level that we're at now is the level that we've been hoping to get for in the last 3 or 4 years. But nah, I can't honestly say like Ryan Hardy or Zach Rudden. The only one I could say probably who's got a chance would probably be Robbie McCrory. I still say that Ross McCrory will not wear a blue jersey again, even though the manager said he's got plans for him, because I think that'll be a step up for him again, and I don't think he'll manage to get that Oxshire. So I don't see anybody. I know I was bumping my gums last season about the guy they called Sideshow Bob and that young Coombs, but I think probably I don't think that's going to happen either. So for me at the moment, we're bringing in decent loan players and we're managing now to buy some players. Obviously the Hollander one's nowhere the line yet, but I can't honestly see apart from one, and that'd be Robbie McCrory, the goalkeeper Oxshire.
Can I just come in there, Oxshire?
Aye, on you go, mate.
As well as in just scrapping the youth teams, because we're saying 2 years, right? Surely in 2 years' time, out of that crop of young talent we've got, we realistically should be looking to get 2 or 3 of the players into the first team. If no, what's the point of having the point of having the team and competing well in all these tournaments if we cannot get them to get in? Because is that not the whole focus?
Yeah.
Get them to play. We don't need to spend money. But if we're sitting here saying we don't think any of them are good enough, what's the point of even having it?
Well,
just get loan players. You know what I mean, Jimmy?
I totally 100% agree with you. There's my stat man Oxshire, and ask him. I mean, say in the last 10, 15 years, Oxshire, how many players would you say that have come out of the academy, we'll call it, the Hummel, and actually progressed to stardom, we'll call that, at Rangers?
I would say your biggest, and since 2000, we'll say, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We opened, yeah, which is nearly 20 years ago now. What have you got? Alan Hutton, McGregor,
yeah,
Charlie Adam,
Chris Burke.
Chris Burke done already had a good career.
Yeah.
Obviously Barry Ferguson a wee bit before that.
Yeah.
Kyle Hutton.
Nah.
No, but I'm saying that this is we're not even producing players that we can say sell for
you're right.
200-300 grand, like you know what I mean, and put them into
that's the four that spring to mind. I mean, there must be others, but
there isn't real. Is that? I mean, I was named one.
Ollie Gilmore.
Nah.
Well, he's getting their reviews again.
He played Chelsea's first team there.
But we didn't sell him, Fox, did we?
No, but we can get some of the young boys we were talking about earlier on are only 16 and 17.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a few years to go yet, but they're looking good prospects. We didn't even have good prospects a couple of years ago. This is a different. We're treating young boys differently than we did a few years ago. We're setting up everything right for them to get the best of training, the best of coaching now. And hopefully if we can pull 2 players out a year, a yearly group, say between 16 and 18, and you get 2 players out of the 2 groups, mate, you're doing very well. There's no many young boys busting into any teams, even in the Premier League, mate, you know.
No, I understand that, but Fox, you can use that as a revenue stream also, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We're not generating players, but even if they're not good enough for us, and just say we've got 2 players that are good enough that have eventually came into the first team, that's great. But maybe say 5 or 6 that just couldn't make it with us, that we could sell on for a couple of 100,000 here, there and everywhere, and it finances us finding the next 2 stars for the first team. But I don't even see that happening. I'm hoping that's happening now. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm hoping that's happening now. And in 2 years' time, we see a Cammy Palmer in the first team and a Zach Rudden. I'm just using 2 names. They're then going to be successful for us. 3 or 4 year contract, whatever. Then we sell them wherever, and we generate big money for the guys. And we keep that thing rolling like that. But at the moment, and for the last 20 years, I've never seen anything like that. You can name 4. We've named 4 players. For the money we got for them, is that paid for the youth setup?
It wouldn't be far away, mate. But anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening caller.
It's all bear.
How are we doing?
So bad, lads. How are you?
How are we doing, all bear?
I think we should call him Young Bear.
You see me, Bridge, if you see me, you wouldn't be calling me Young Bear, I'll tell you.
Oh, you're younger than me.
Well, I've got faces wore out 2 bodies.
Are you phoning up to see if you can get a game in Bridges' team?
Aye,
Don't you listen to him, Albert. Don't listen to him, Albert. Don't listen to him.
I'm in, mate.
I'll put you in, mate. You Duke and Bridge.
I'd be in, but I wouldn't be able to do it.
I reckon we can win this competition, Fox.
Are you and Fox going to be playing in it? Like,
Oh no, we're far too young. How we doing, all Bear? What's on your mind?
I just I was listening to you talking about the young team. No, I mean the problem I've got with the young team is it's all down to physicality. It's got nothing to do with skill or nothing to do with that. I mean, some of these boys are really talented boys, but you just don't know if the boy's going to develop into some strong enough to play in the first team, and that's what you've got. All the teams, not just Rangers, all the teams have got that same problem. The boys are fine. Well, the boy McPake, I mean, he looks like he's going to be a specimen, but if you want to judge it, look at Ojo and Aribo, or whatever that boy's name is. Look at them as specimens. I mean, they're grown men. You're looking at them and you look at our equivalent to 18, 19, 20, 21. They're nowhere near them. They're nowhere near, absolutely, physically nowhere near them.
Was that always a Scottish problem, mate? We're never big enough.
But you don't have to be big enough. It's not big I'm talking about. It's strength. It's got nothing to do with height. You can fill out. I mean, look at Messi and all them. They're physically strong players. And that's what the problem with the jump between the boys' team and the Rangers' first team. And every other first team, for that matter, not just the Rangers' first team, if you've not got that physicality, forget about it. And it's no height. It's got nothing to do with height. It's just strength. And I don't think the Rangers boys have got the strength. No, at the moment, the wee boy Kelly, as a player, you can see the boy's a player. But is he ever going to bulk out to be getting the first team and not get pushed off the ball? Because you know who you're playing against up here. In Europe as well. You're playing against hammer throwers up here. But in Europe, they're all physical. They're all strong players. Physically strong, I'm talking about.
Stardog?
Aye, in an ideal world, it would be good for 2 or 3 to break through. They get their 4 or 5 year contracts, what we're saying, and then they go. But I mean, I said 3 in the next 2 years. But that would, to me, would be decent. But again, if he keeps going the way he's going and he keeps strengthening the way he's strengthening, I don't see room for many of them getting into bonus way unless it is in the striker department, and it would be just by chance they would put one of them in there as sheer gamble. They would need to hit the ground running straight away for me. So I agree with JFK, maybe Robbie McCrory, but even in that sense, I just think he'll go out and buy. I just think he'll go out and buy experienced players and the players that he wants for the team. I don't know what kind of room there is going to be for youth. I don't know. We need to have some real special talents anyway for them to just get put in there and be trusted. Because, I mean, Glenn Middleton had it all last year, and it's like he's too good for the youth team or too good for the reserves, but the actual first team, it's just, he's very predictable. Once players started showing him inside, he was lost and things like that. So, I mean, he done all right in the goals and assist ratio, but I just think the first team is just too much of a step up for Glenn Middleton, and he's got all the talent in the world. So it's going to be hard, mate. But I mean, as long as we keep producing them in some sort of sense, I'll be happy enough with that.
I think the big difference now is, as I says, is the youths are being trained well now, Albert. It's all about mentality, strength, I agree with you. But we've got sports scientists there now that we never had before of any note, you know. And they're planning these boys' progresses for an early age. And I think the new crop coming through will be far advanced to some of the young boys years ago coming through, where they'll be physically ready, mentally ready. They'll be playing in that youth side of yours that have got a winning mentality, and I do think we'll get some of them to break through. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate now, Albert, that because of the position Rangers are in, we've got to buy food outside because we've got too much of an agenda going just now and trying to stop them. That youth will not get this chance here the next 2 years, but in maybe 3 or 4 years' time, when these boys are all about 20, 21, they'll get their chance.
I agree with you. Agree to your point, Fox, what you're talking about. Definitely agree with that. But the point I'm trying to make is you can't put in what God left out. Some people are going to grow bigger than other people. It's just a fact of life. And what the problem we've got is these boys hit their level, and that physically I'm talking about, hit their level, and that's it. Now, you could train them all you want and do what you want. And Big Al's right. How many have we brought through, say, 20 years? It's no many because they've not got the physicality to get through.
But we're bringing in boys from all over now, Albert. It's not just
Aye,
all
I know
Scottish
that.
boys, you know.
Oh, I know that, and I can see why they're doing it, and what you're saying is perfectly true. It's perfectly right, but still, when they come, they've still got to get that physicality. They've still got to get the strength.
Can I come in there?
I hope they make it. I really do.
Can you come, JFK?
I'm just going to be blunt here. I don't see where Fox is coming from here. Look, we brought Ojo here and we brought Ryan Kent last season, right? And you look at the level that they're at with the club that they've came from. We're looking to replicate that. I don't see any of that replication. I don't see us enhancing these guys' skills. As Albert said, you either go it or you've no go it. No, I mean I'm greedy. I want to see Rangers win every game and win every title that we go in for. I just don't see where we've got anybody coming through. The goalkeeping position is different. I still think Robbie McCrory will have a chance further down the line, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years. He might get a chance of becoming our goalkeeper. But everything else I see, I don't see anything that's going to enhance our team. Maybe to sell on as a development fee or something, but I don't see anybody that Rangers can enhance their skills to the level of Ryan Kent and Shea Ojo. I just don't see it. It doesn't come for me there. So I want the Rangers anew need to win. I mean, we'll all be exasperated if nothing happens for us this season. So who do we blame for that? We know what will happen. So bringing young boys through and try. I mean, I think it was it was Albert or Stardog said about a young Glenn Middleton. We were all raving about Glenn Middleton last season. Me also. But it's fell away for him. So let's not kid ourselves on. The academy's there and the boys are doing well, but they're doing well with winning these tournaments abroad and winning development leagues and we're winning Glasgow Cups. But for me, none of them are ready. Maybe the boy McPake, maybe put him in the equation, but everybody else, I can't see any of them making
if you're
Agreed.
comparing McPake to Kent, there's about 4 years of an age difference.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Oxia. The only one out of that would be maybe McPake could progress better than the rest of them. I don't see any progression there. That 4 or 5 years' time, we need success, and the only way we're going to get success is buying or bringing loan players. We're a club now that isn't in the position to go and buy major players every season the way we did in the 80s and the 90s. And okay, we've spent $3.5 million allegedly on Highlander, but that may be just a one-off at the moment. So for me, I can't see anybody in that development that could actually say in 2 or 3 years' time that you're at the level of Ryan Kent or Shea Ojo.
Well, how come we're going to play these teams at the same age group and now we're beating them all, mate? We're not just there making up the numbers, we're competing at that age.
I know that.
What we've got to learn is, progress is looking at teams like Liverpool and find out what's the difference, what happens to our players once they get to 18 that they don't progress.
You're right, but Stardug hit it in the head about Glenn Middleton. Glenn Middleton come through that, and then when it came to the nitty-gritty, after 3 or 4 games, he fell away, Fox. So it's all right saying that the young boys are going away and playing in European tournaments and away in Saudi Arabia, whatever they won that cup, the trophy that they come back with that we all watched on YouTube. Fantastic achievement. But it's kiddies football. Let's not kid ourselves on. That's what it is. But when it comes to the real thing, you know, these guys, I don't think any of them can hack it. As I say, we are craving for success now. So what do we do with these young boys? We just keep sending them out to reserve games and development games and playing in tournaments abroad and competing with Roma and Inter Milan, AC Milan, Real Madrid at young level. That's all fair and well. But I can't see any of them. That's a one-off for me. I can't see any of them progressing to become real Rangers players in my eyes.
You got to remember, Fox, as well, that Liverpool, there's only one player in their team, the new, that came through their youth academy. They bought everybody else.
Yeah.
That's a fullback.
That's a fullback, aye.
Well, I'll ask you
And if you
this.
look, but if you look out through Europe, not the big teams in Europe, it's the same. It's the same story all over Europe. I'll go to right. Your youth team is a revenue stream. It definitely is, but you need to get the right player who's going to mature. You don't know right enough. It's a gamble. You get a boy, you don't know how he's going to grow up. You don't know what shape he's going to take. You know what I mean? It's one of these situations where it's a
come in here
miss.
as well?
Sorry, Al, on you go, mate.
No, sorry, Cotton. But I'd like to back up Fox there. This is this thing has really been going for a year and a half or a year. The way the youth setup is, I think it is a new thing. We can see the shoots there. I think it is a thing that you're maybe going to have to wait 2 years, 3 years, get a chance, something in the background. Because for the last 20 years, we've named the players. There's no many players come through. I think we have got to give this a chance. We can see the positive things that are happening. The players are winning these. So you might never know, guys. In a 2 or 3 years' time, these players may progress. They may take a sprout.
You've got to remember
become.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree about the coach. I think it's all there. I agree with you. I'm not arguing that point. That's all there for you. What I'm saying is the raw material's not there. You can't make right. So you can't make a 3-foot guy into a 9-foot guy. It doesn't work. He's either you're what you are. Your physicality is what your physicality is going to be. You might be able to enhance it a wee bit. But the problem you've got is the modern game is looking for strong players. First and forget about height. It's all about strength. You're strong enough to play in these games. And if you're not strong enough, forget. You know the skill in the world. It's not going to work. You must have the physicality.
I think at the moment we have to give it that 2 or 3 years to see if it does work.
Hear me, Al, but I've been hearing this for 50 years. I've been hearing it for 50 years.
But I think there's something new happening with Mark Allen and the way Steven Gerrard, with this Mulholland guy. There's something different about it from before, because we talk about it more.
Here's a different question now, and I'll go to Albert first, and then JFK, and then you have a think about it, right? If we had a player and our present manager thought he would enhance the first team, know the boy, enhance the first team, would they play him?
Absolutely. I totally and utterly believe in Gerrard, and I believe what he says. The guy talks the truth, and he's already said that if the boy's good enough, he's going in the team. He's going to challenge for the team and then fight his way in the team. And if he gets in the team and still good enough, he stays in the team. I totally believe the man when he says that. Yeah. Totally.
JFK?
Yep, same as Albert. I think he gave Glenn Middleton his chance. He proved that he was going to play a youth player. He did it, and unfortunately, Glenn Middleton just fell away. So he did give him a chance, and he will date others in the future. I've no doubt about that. I'm no doubting that, Oxshire, but like Albert, it's all to do with physicality and skill. You can look. You either go or you have no, as they say. So some days, some don't. And I just think that Glenn Middleton had his chance, and yet the gaffer will try and play others in the future. But it's all loans and buys for me, mate, unless somebody spectacular comes through, and that might happen, but we'll just need to wait and see.
Can I come in, Ox?
On you go, mate, and then Big Al.
I was just going to say that, like, I agree with Foxy, because this shall we say, this generation of youngsters that are coming through and no long at their back, the next 2 years, you're going to have another load that's come through. And they'll all have been, shall we say, taught and coached under the Gerrard team, his team of coaches and so on and so forth, and they've been looking after them. So the stuff that Albert's saying about strength and so on and so forth, I'm sure you're going to see some of these youngsters coming out. When they get to 16, they're going to be quite big boys, That's what I think will happen. However, it's a wee bit away. The ones that are of the age that they could, if they're good enough, they could walk into the team. They don't have exactly what Albert says. They don't have the strength. Some of them are good enough. Some of them may get in, may sneak in when they're 18 or something like that. But I think he's right. I think somewhere along the line, the physicality side of it is a bit of a negative in our side, in our squads. Excuse me.
I remember John Gregg. Sorry, mate. I remember John Gregg saying, when he was the captain of Rangers and playing. I remember John Gregg saying, wait to see the batch of boys that's coming behind us and that reserve team. He went, unbelievable. The only person that came through for that batch was Alfie Conn.
There you go. There you go.
Terry Johnson no appear as a young boy then?
No, he wasn't in that. He wasn't in that one. It was Alfie Conn. It was Alfie Conn here.
Big Al.
If I remember what the question was, I think yes, Mr. Gerrard will play them if they're good enough, because he came through that way, didn't he? He was a special talent, obviously, but he came through that way through the youth ranks into the first team, then captained the first team. So if he sees that in a player, I think he'll give them a chance, and I hope he would give them a chance. But it's the same again. I don't really how big you are, how wee you are. Like, if you're good enough, you're good enough. And I think, yes, if they're good enough, he will play them.
Aye, look, it's a science, and there's a lot of luck involved, you know, and you might release players and they go on to be better players, and just because at the time they're not quite ready, and then within 18 months they mature. It's a very difficult thing, but I think our pipeline get destroyed 7-8 years ago, and we're in a different place now, and we're getting on the levels, and hopefully we'll get fruition in that in both levels, because we'll get maybe sell players on, they'll pay for themselves, and hopefully we get guys who are going to have testimonials with the club.
The other thing people are forgetting is once you get the first team right, that's when the youth get a chance in it. You've got to have 10 other good players in the first team, mate, to allow a young boy to come in where he's no under pressure. And once we get the first team right, I think you'll see one or two boys starting to appear on the bench and getting game time. At the moment, the manager can't afford really to carry any passengers. You know, but as the first team progresses, the more chance the younger ones have got.
Yeah, I agree with
See,
that.
here's a question I've got. See, like say, I was always taught, by the way, see, if you can't measure something, you can't manage it. How do you measure the success of the Hummel or the youth setup? What measures success here? Because I've seen year after year, decade after decade, we're all talking the same way, and it's great. It's all positive. It's brilliant, and I hope all these boys make it. I really do. So don't think I'm talking these boys down. I'm not. But how do you measure success? I mean, you could sit there and say that guy's doing a great job up in that Hummel, and this coach, and that coach, youth coaches. How do you know? Is it measured by how many boys get into the first team? Is it measured by how many boys you sell on and bring in revenue? There is no measurement. There is no measurement with Ox.
Aye, but that's the science, and that's the problem, because if you can have a coach who's excellent at 17, but he's excellent at getting a winning team in the park, but that doesn't necessarily mean the boys will develop.
But the problem I've got with that, Ox, is they get a boy at, say, 12, 13, 14. They keep him there, he's 19, 20, and then they let him go. You go, it's took you all that time to find out that boy's not going to make it. You should only be 17. That he's not going to make it. Physically, I'm talking about.
I'll let you in a wee secret. Professional football teams, I don't mean to be flipping here, sometimes they might have an age group, but they're only interested in 2-3 of their players, but they need another 12.
Can I just jump in what you're saying there, Ox, here? Because I've got personal experience. So I worked with a guy many years ago, and he was a Rangers development officer, right? And he told me way back then, and I'm going back before they threw us into the third division. He was saying that Rangers and the puddle drinkers can get through 500 to 600 boys a year, right? And out of that, they would maybe whittle it down to about 100. And out of that 100, they would be looking to maybe get 20 or 30. And then out of that 20 and 30, they're hoping to maybe get 2 or 3. So that shows you the vast task that Rangers have got, you know, to try and get. So the guy Artmo, he said it's shocking. He says it's heartbreaking for a lot of the young boys who think they've got a chance of making it. You know, I don't know many boys that Rangers are going through now at the Hummel, but it might be the same number. It might be less. It probably will be Oxshire. So that you're right what you say. If there's 2 or 3 starlets can be brought out of all that, but it's like they're wheat and the chaff in it. They've got to separate it. So,
and sometimes your starlet doesn't make it, and there's a shock comes in there, but that doesn't happen that often. But then they boys can't play in games for their age group unless there's another dozen boys there who turn up with the badge and the kit and they think that they're professional football players, and because it's a cruel game, Bridgeman.
Oh, absolutely. The youngsters. Look, it's a very emotional side of the game when you're talking about youngsters, because you don't know a lot of boys on here. They probably get kids that are playing it to under 16, under 15, and so on and so forth. It's really tough for the parents if the boys aren't getting picked. But it's really, really, it's such a cutthroat business, the youngsters, because there's gold at the end of the rainbow for some youngsters that can make it. And that's what they really want. You want to get them up there as quickly as possible. Let's see if they can do it. If they've got the skills, sometimes you can. If they've not got the physicality or the weight or the strength, you can sometimes build that up into them. But it's sometimes mixture. And a lot of luck.
Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing there, boy? Graham here. Graham Smith.
How are we doing, Graham?
It's just asked a question here. Right? It's great to have you, the whole lot of you back. It's about the Ryan Kent thing, which gets me sometimes. We hear about Ryan Kent, he's this, he's that. I think sometimes he only turns up in the big games. He doesn't turn up in the Kilmarnock games where we've dropped the points, the Hibs games. So what do you think, the panel? You know what I mean?
I've got to say, Graham, in my personal opinion, I think you're right there. Up until the 29th of December, I think the jury was out in Ryan Kent, but he's played 3 excellent games against the team for East End of Glasgow.
I'm a Rangers diehard, but at the end of the day, I look at things differently for some people, and I think, wait a minute, this guy. Wait a minute. Hey,
in the toilet.
Just coming by. Sorry about that. Some guy just came out there. His car took off. Sorry, another soda. But no, what I'm trying to say is, I love Ryan Kent to death, and I wish he could play that against every team, not just Celtic or maybe Aberdeen. So, what do you think on that panel? No?
I'll take it round the panel with Fox.
I think like all young wingers, they're good in spells. Very, very few wingers are good all the time. Even the great Davy Cooper had his run of 5 or 6 games where he was very excellent, and other games he was non-existent, mate. It tends to happen, and usually when wingers drift out the game, there's a reason for it, and that most of the time that is when the rest of the team aren't playing well either. And it's funny that you should bring it up when it's games where we get beat, because that's usually a sign that the team in general isn't playing well, and that sometimes hampers wingers, mate. That's certainly my opinion.
No, it was just a wee thing around the panel, because as I say, I'll be another 2 weeks time. I'll be 59. I would do one season ticket for nearly 37 years now. So maybe I've been spoiled with the good times, but I just see a wee kind of. I see a wee lackadaisical with the boy. He's a great player, but sometimes I think he needs to switch on every game, because if you think about it, last year with Kilmarnock and Hibs, we lost a lot of points against teams like where we should have been losing them.
UFK, and you come, mate.
I think I recognise the dulcet tones, Graham. How you doing, pal?
Hey, Jimmy.
How you doing, pal?
How you doing?
I'm all right, buddy. I'm all right. How you doing, pal? I agree with you. I agree with you saying. I mean, look, Ryan Kent was in and out. No, he would play well. 3 or 4 games. Play well. Look, my personal opinion is, if we get Ryan Kent on loan, I'd take him. If we buy him, no.
I'll take him in a minute, Jimmy. I would.
And a loan, mate, but I wouldn't pay the money they're talking about. But look. A lot of players, just be said, David Cooper, Ali McCoy, they all have off games, and it happens, and there was a lot of people bumping their gums about, that he hadn't been playing well, and this causes that.
Uh-huh.
But for me, at the moment, if we got him in loan, I'd take him in loan, Graham. But if we were to buy him, it'd be £3 million max. So it's not really something I'm really too bothered about at the moment. I think the guys that were brought in, I'm not going to say we don't need Ryan Kent. I would take him, but Ojo's the man for me at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. So Ryan Kent for me is on the back butler.
Jimmy, why I'm talking to you? You know Michelle. Remember, you know my daughter, right? And
No, we don't want any of that over there.
See the daughter now, Jimmy. She's into sports psychology, right?
Right.
And she's been travelling to Liverpool, Everton, and Manchester in the last 3 or 4 months here, and she sees the best training facilities is Liverpool, and we've got this guy Kane. Now,
well, that's what Oxford and that Fox has been saying, Graham. That this is the team that we've got at Ibrox now. The learning that they've had at Liverpool, hopefully they can pass it on.
It's coming to it.
Well, that's what Oxford and Fox were saying. They're passing it on to our young players, and I hope in the next 2 or 3 years that these players they come through. But in my opinion, I just don't see it now. But you're right. Liverpool's got a good learning curve down there. And I've passed it on to our guys here, and let's hope we get the fruition out of that, Graham.
Well,
Cheers,
Jimmy, I know we're running out of time, but see my daughter, this guy, right, I'm not going to mention his name because I can't mention it on air. This guy is up at Ibrox now. My daughter knows him well. He came from the Liverpool. He actually came from the Liverpool school at Dunnett, and that itself, Stevie G brought him up. This is the guy. It's bumming them right out with training, doing their diet, everything. And she said, Dad, this is going to be great because see the last game of the season, she met up with him, and I came along, but I didn't get to see Stevie G because she says, look, I've got to get in see him. And this guy is the fitness thing is unbelievable. And I just hope because it's a benefit for the club and all your fans that we get better, stronger, and we get this league back, Jimmy, because we know we need to get this.
Of course we do, Graham. Good call, mate. Good man.
No, Jimmy. You're like me, Jimmy. We got 1 year last year. The man was just coming in, bedding in. But my daughter told me straight. I know tonight she'll say to me, Dad, if I listen and hear this. But Jimmy, she told me the guy is in there, the fitness guy is with Stevie G. He's unbelievable. The amount of fitness he puts in there. We got him, we actually brought him through Liverpool. So I just hope, Jimmy, everything goes right, mate, and we get that league.
And you come over, and you come.
I know the boys on there watch on your panel, Jimmy. And won this week. You know what I mean? We all want it.
Right, and you come over. Here's your thoughts.
Well, I'm the same as Fox. Wingers are wingers, by the way. They blow hot and cold. You can't. One of the reasons you don't build a team around wingers is because they blow hot and cold. Kent's like that. Every winger I've ever seen's like that. 1 minute they're brilliant, next minute they're crap. No, I mean, but you just don't know what you're going to get game by game. They don't even know how they're going to play. They don't know how they're going to do minute by minute, let alone game for game. So I don't. Ken to me, I enjoy Ken. I thought he was a great wee player. I love watching the boy. He said some good games, some bad games. But as Fox said, so is Davy Cooper, so is some of the game, Loudrup, so is some of the great players. It's just wingers. That's just wingers for you.
Yeah. Does that answer your question, Graham?
Brilliant the whole ways. And before I go, just to welcome you all back. I know I can't believe how back you were so glad. I can't believe it because I just, as I say, Jerry knows me well. I just got up the stair. I just listen to you because it's the best station in the world.
All right, thanks very much, mate.
No, I like about it. It's true blues, talking sense. That's what I like.
All right,
Graham. So before you go, Graham, take a wee pop round to the Bistro One game and you meet all the guys.
I mean, where is that, Jimmy?
At the Edmondson Club.
Where are you, Jimmy?
JFK.
Yeah.
Never mind. Right, Graham, be in touch and JFK will be in touch with you, all right?
And Jimmy will keep in touch because I usually meet Jimmy up Morris.
Well, thanks for the call, Graham. We'll get him, meet to him soon. Aye, well, fair comment about Ryan Kent. It's we'll see what happens. He's not our player at the moment. I think we have to carry on and see where it takes us. We'll be joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing, Trips?
Let everybody know who it is.
Long time no talk. Here's your Stevie here.
Oh, nice.
Where's your Stevie? How you getting on?
Not bad, yourself?
Where have you been? Where had you been? Out with it, man.
Oh, busy, man. Too many
Busy,
folk
busy.
are wanting me in that transfer market lately.
Love it, pal. Love it.
What's on your mind, mate?
What's on my mind is I come on here every night and listen in, and I hear Bridge asking that guy what he's having for his dinner. I'm stuck with Council steak grub here.
Oh, don't you come back? You're not in the ghetto, are you?
Garlic Kievs and onion rings.
Love it.
You know what I mean? That guy's getting gammon steaks and fish and stuff. I know, it was just about I was listening to his other night, it's just about the formation. Like, get on the panel, see what you think's the best formation for this season coming up. Because I'm quite excited by the 3-5-2, to be honest.
Bridge is a fan of the 3-5-2. I think it's got its pluses, but it's definitely got minuses. I think I don't know who was on the other night. I think it was maybe James from Rangers Retro, and it might have been a formation that's seen its day, but I'll let the man that loves it say its points. Bridgeman?
Stevie knows. I've spoke before about it. For me, 3-5-2 is one of the best, shall we say, setups you can have at football. That's for me. And I love that one, and I would like it only necessarily just at Ibrox, because when you go away in the SPFL, you need to be very careful. So at Ibrox, I would find a way of getting the right players in to play 3-5-2. I'm not saying that we've got the right players in at the present moment, and it might be another season or two. But the chance of you getting with this big centre half coming in who's a left footer, then you're starting to build the basis to be able to springboard for virtually any type of football we want to play. But if you want to think about playing 3-5-2, you can't play without a left footer in the back three. You can't do it. It's just too
I
bad.
was just thinking about the new centre backs and that. Who would be dropped for you, obviously, with the three in the middle?
Well, I've not thought that far really, but personally, sometimes you can play without a fullback. But the way they're good fullbacks, if they come through, then it's going to be a fight between the two fullbacks and at least one midfielder. I think that's what will happen. I don't know who it'll be. I've got no idea who it'll be. I haven't really thought that much. But the manager might say no, we're just not good enough. Or maybe not enough speed, or we might not have this. Because the 3-5-2, you've got to be fast at the back as well. Maybe very fast.
Bridge.
Yes, pal.
Playing that 3-5-2, is it no best playing with the two wing backs, playing Barisic and
yeah, I'm saying that, but you've got to then find a way, because you need to take one of your midfielders out or one of your up front.
No, really. I thought we discussed that. You've got the three at the back. You've got your two wing backs and Barisic and that. You've got Kamara. You've got Davis. And you've got the new big boy, and then you can swap Ojo, Morelos, and Arfield. Is that right?
I think the thing about with the players we've got, I don't think he's any intention, because then if you play the wing backs, you're not playing any of your forward wingers. Ojo.
Oh yeah. Well, is Ojo
Ojo,
he's not going to be a winger, is he? He's got to put him straight. He look fine. I mean, you can't put him straight through the middle. Well,
he'll be playing in the wing, mate. He'll be playing in the wing.
I've got a good formation, Hawks. I've got a good formation.
On you go, mate.
3-6-7-4. That's what I would play. I'd play them all.
I'll play the Craig Levein formation with Scotland.
You can play a 1-6-9-0 if you want.
That's too defensive, all.
Yeah. It's a great battle, though. It's a great battle.
I'm concerned about that Hummel training ground. I don't think it's big enough for these players.
That's a
But
very true thing
is
said
it
in
no?
jest, by the way.
I'm reluctant to say this, but this rotation and I mean, if he sets up one way, surely the players have got to be able to be flexible, be like chameleons, and slot into other positions if required to change the formation. This is modern football does that, and then you see a lot of teams will just one will step back, one will go for it. We've got a new formation. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be the way. I'm not saying the players are able to multitask, but they can certainly slot in when required and be at a level that there isn't too much upheaval with it.
Some of the formations we played, I mean, last season, I mean, one of the ones I remember was at 4-2-1-2-1. You remember that night? I mean, you're playing it like that. I mean, last season we had you call Ryan Kent in one wing and Daniel Defoe in the other, with Fred up front.
Daniel
Was that
Defoe.
with McCrory and Jack in the midfield? The two.
Daniel Defoe.
He was acting it.
That's him thinking about the Red Indians again.
Oh boy. Sorry,
too many grey gooses. Anyway, the way we played that last season, is the last 7 games, I think is a way to go. I can't see us playing a 3-5-2. I just can't. I don't think it'll work for us. You know,
nobody plays we've got, Jimmy. No,
definitely no. You know, if Ojo's a winger, he's got to be a winger, and I would play all.
With that strength. The strength he's got, man.
I know he's got that strength. I mean, if up front you were playing Fred Jones on the left and Ojo on the right, and then again you'd be playing Stewart or Arfield in just behind them with Davis and Kamara just behind him, and then obviously your back four it'd be Barisic, Katic, Golson, Tav, and 8 other. And who would that 8 other be? You need to pick 4 out of that 5. Who out of that 4, out of that 5 would you drop? No, if the new boy Helander comes in, that leaves you with would you drop Barisic, Katic, Golson or Tav? For me, Tav, Golson and Katic are stick-ons. So you're left with...
I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, what about Barisic would be...
I think when the new guy comes in, he'll be a starter every week. Well,
I think so.
I don't think we make that kind of outlay. He's not going to start once he gets his feet. You know. Anyway, can I just give a shout out to Mrs. Butterbean, who's at a sash bash in the Bluebell Bar. So, Mrs. Bean, get in there, girl.
Give it a big stick.
To be fair, she deserves to let her hair down. She's got a lot to put up with, Bridge, hasn't she?
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, I can't believe it. We've reached that time of the evening already, Bridge.
Wow. It just flies in, doesn't it? It just flies in. What marvellous. Can I just say this? Really and truly, to all the Rangers fans all over the world, but particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, these guys are brilliant. I've been looking at the forum tonight. I've been getting some stick. GFK's got loads of stick tonight. I'm so happy about that. Marvellous. Keep it going, lads. Everybody, but please, everybody in the Ranger world, keep it going for the Rangers, because the club, the team, they all really need us. So please keep it going for the Rangers. Every one of us.
Well said, Bridge. This has been Rangers Radio. Thanks to everybody who took the time to call the show this evening, take part in the panel. Thanks to everybody in the lobby, and thanks to everybody for listening. We'll be back Monday night between 9 and 11, talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Here am I, a loyal Orangeman, from Ulster shores I came to see my Glasgow brethren of honour and of fame, and to tell them of my forefathers who fought in days of yore, all on the 12th day of July in the sash my father wore. Here is Glasgow town, yous boys and girls to see. And I hope in good old Orange style you'll always welcome me. A true blue blade that's just arrived from that dear Ulster shore. All on the 12th day of July in the sash my father wore. And now I'm going to leave you all. Good luck to yous, I'll say. And as I cross the raging sea, my orange flute I'll play. Returning to my native town, to old Belfast once more, to be welcomed back by orange men in the sash my father wore. It is uncommonly beautiful, and its colours they are fine. It was worn at Derry of the Rim in a skillet and the